How does one keep a straight face when discussing the use of genitalia in contemporary art? Contemporary art can often include provocative and controversial imagery, including the use of genitalia. Discussing such artwork can be challenging, and keeping a straight face while doing so can be even more difficult. However, it is important to approach these discussions with professionalism and an open mind. In this article, we will explore some tips and techniques for keeping a straight face when discussing the use of genitalia in contemporary art. Discussing the use of genitalia in contemporary art. Understand social norms. The first step in discussing provocative art is to understand social norms surrounding the topic. It is important to recognize that what may be acceptable in the context of an art exhibition may not be appropriate in other settings. By understanding social norms, one can approach the discussion with a level of sensitivity and professionalism. Focus on the art. One technique for keeping a straight face during discussions of genitalia in contemporary art is to focus on the artwork itself. Instead of getting caught up in the subject matter, try to analyze the use of genitalia as an artistic element. Ask questions about the artist's intent and how the use of genitalia contributes to the overall meaning of the artwork. By focusing on the artistic value of the piece, you can approach the discussion with a level of objectivity that can help maintain a professional demeanor. Use distraction techniques. Another technique for keeping a straight face during discussions of genitalia in contemporary art is to use distraction techniques. This can include focusing on something in the room, taking notes, or even tapping one's foot. The idea is to provide a mental distraction that can help to mitigate any emotional response to the subject matter. By redirecting one's attention, it can be easier to remain focused on the discussion at hand. Maintain a neutral tone. When discussing controversial artwork, it is important to maintain a neutral tone. Avoid using judgmental language or making value judgments about the artwork. Instead, approach the discussion with an open mind and a willingness to learn. This can help to create a more productive dialogue and can help to keep the conversation focused on the art itself. Practice self-control. Another technique for keeping a straight face during discussions of genitalia in contemporary art is to practice self-control. This can include taking deep breaths or counting to 10 before responding to a provocative statement. It can also include consciously avoiding any physical reactions to the subject matter, such as crossing one's legs or fidgeting. By practicing self-control, one can maintain a professional demeanor and avoid getting caught up in the emotional aspects of the conversation. Conclusion. Discussing provocative artwork can be challenging, particularly when it involves the use of genitalia. However, by understanding social norms, focusing on the art, using distraction techniques, maintaining a neutral tone, and practicing self-control, it is possible to approach these discussions with professionalism and sensitivity. As with any controversial topic, it is important to approach the discussion with an open mind and a willingness to learn, and to avoid making value judgments about the artwork. By doing so,